Welcome back to the show. If you've just joined us, we are discussing AI in the creative space, so thank you for joining us. And for the currency of your viewership, we will be educating you on all of these wonderful subjects that AI is happening in the creative space, and there's a lot going on. So our next guest on the sofa is creating art through the lens of technology. And you can see her work at Dubai Art Week. So please welcome Ania Soliman to the sofa. Ania, thank you so much for joining us.
Real pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Wonderful.
So Ania, I know that you are going to be showcasing your installation at Art Dubai 2025. Can you share with us a little bit about your inspiration and what guests coming to visit your piece can experience?
Absolutely, yes. So actually it's a funny story because the inspiration for the work actually began with a power outage. I was in Beirut and I was preparing a show. This was a few years back, and the electricity in the city it cuts out all the time because it's run on private generators, and those can't run 24 hours a day, so there's very little public supply. So this fact of the power going on and off in a rhythm, it really made me think about electricity in a new way. And so I made some work there, and it's so to think of electricity not just something that comes out of the plug, but like that runs through also our bodies and our nervous systems, and is kind of a translation process of energetic currents. So I made a work that kind of combines machine parts and then plant elements to sort of talk about the burning of plants from millions of years ago to generate the oil that then goes through our screen. So it's a process like that. And then when I got the commission for Dubai, I decided to do another set of works. And because I've been working with AI for past couple years, I wanted to do a new project. So I fed the installation views of the blue pieces, they're blue, and then the Arabic translation from Arabic into English, there was a mistranslation, and then my set of prompts, and they generate hundreds and hundreds of images. And then one thing that came out that I really found intriguing were these melancholy consumer culture robots. So because AI picks up like what's on the internet, right? So what it picked up was like, you know, product design, fashion, and stuff like that. So it's my work with all the stuff that's on the internet. And
why the color blue?
Why color blue? That's an interesting question. I'm really interested in the monochrome. So, and I think that the original works were blue. So I did these spray paintings in blue, and I was thinking in cosmic terms, you know, so electricity as a cosmic force. And so that I thought about, sunlight coming from the sky. So I think that was the sort of secret. There wasn't a really rational.
That's incredible.
So a lot of people see AI as a threat, but you see it as a way to imagine these beautiful new futures. So how do you sort of go about that?
Yeah, so I think one of the things about AI is that it runs on probability. So most of the people like really focus, and rightly so, you know, on the probability function. So it tends to repeat things that have already been done. So it's like reworks what we've already done. But then if you focus on the chance aspect, then I think I see it as related to like how the surrealists, so early modern, like historical models, how they worked with chance, how they worked with automatic writing, you know, and then also like data poets work with like nonsense and chance processes to shake up these patterns from the past in a way, to not repeat them in cultural terms, but to like really shake it up and generate new things, just sort of surprising things that haven't been done before.
Ania, we've covered AI a lot, and I mean a lot on this show.
Okay.
And we've talked about how it can help governments, how it can help individuals, how it can help advertisers. You've mentioned of how it can be a tool for resistance, for Thora. Can you tell us a little bit about your philosophy on that?
It goes back to the same thing about like I think of all the stuff on the internet like as a digital unconscious in a way, and sort of Freudian sort of models of it, and what I think can be done is to it really depends on who's using it. So what AI is
And who it's learning from as well, right?
Right, and well, yes, of course, but it's also really depends on what the structure of the, like, yeah, who's using it and like how it's being directed. So I think that working with it against the grain, and in a way using its very logic to undermine the things that it can do that are very dangerous. And I think we are living in a very dangerous time when there's these like very reactionary political systems like that want to like reinstate white supremacy essentially, and if you don't pay attention, that's what AI does, like automatically. So how do we resist that? You know, how do we use it, not just to critique it and reject it, because then we're leaving it in the hands of people who want to misuse it in a way, or for more.
And if it is learning from the masses, if you have an educated masses, that can only be a good thing.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm really interested to know, obviously you've got an incredible creative mind. What inspired you to kind of first delve into AI and incorporate it into your artwork?
That's a good question, actually, because I've been interested in it for a long time, but again, like I said, I'm not a coder, so I couldn't really work with it directly. And one of the things, and this might sound strange, but it's from meditation.
Okay.
Like it was a very like sort of so I was thinking of it, of like technologies of the mind. And so I was like, okay, so there's non-Western technologies of the mind, and then the like AI, I really looked at it, okay, here's a Western technology of the mind, and what does it mean? And I think that this sort of began my interest in it. And so, yeah, I think that was the real spark. And then it's been like 10 years that I've been like figuring out how to work with it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Just remind me again, what is the name of your series at
It's called kahraba, which is the Arabic word for electricity.
Shocking.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And yeah, we're going to ask you to sit tight for a second.
Okay, super, yeah.
'Cause we're about to put our guest co-hosts on the spot. I'm on the spot a little bit because we're about to do DXB in 60, try and get to know you as much as possible in 60 seconds. I've never done this with two guest co-hosts. So I'm going to go Sharif, Megan, Sharif. Sound good?
Amazing.
I'm going to start the clock in 3, 2, 1. Sharif, one myth you would like to bust about AI?
Are there such thing as baby pigeons?
Megan, if you could have an AI assistant, what tasks would you have it handle the most?
All my emails.
Sharif, what is your motto in life and work?
Be curious and experimental.
Same question for you, Megan. I like that question. Your motto for life and work.
Keep reinventing.
All right. Megan, if you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh. I think...
Sharif, if you've got an answer.
Yeah, sorry about
I don't know, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
What's the best part about AI for you, Megan?
that it's iterative.
All right. Sharif, what is your go-to restaurant in Dubai, non-AI related?
Just new now, Shawarma Mari. It's an Egyptian shawarma place.
All right, and I have to ask the last question. Why Dubai, Megan?
Because there's so much opportunity here.
Sharif, why Dubai?
As we've mentioned, like the amazing reach that we have from all of these events, and it just gives you a better scope of everything.
Absolutely.
I've got a question. Why Gordon Ramsay?
I need to rethink that one.
Yes, yeah. But no, it's been amazing having you both here. Thank you so much, and we'd love to see you again, and we'll definitely see you at AI Week, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Amazing. No,
Brilliant.
thank you for having us.
And Anya, thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you.
as well.
It was a pleasure.
Look forward to seeing your installation.
Yeah, please come.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. So we will be back, so don't go anywhere, because when we return, we will have music from the wonderful Bibi Luna and Dolce Vita. See you in a bit.